Sanjay Kumar, amongst the youth especially, we're seeing a lot of talk of employment, unemployment, people with gold medals sitting around on town squares without jobs. Do you think jobs, employment, unemployment could potentially be the issue that drives voter preference on polling day?
See, in the past elections also, unemployment has been an issue, not as big as we are witnessing in 2020. So in the past, youth did not get mobilized on the issue of unemployment. Largely, they voted the way voters of other age group voted. But the kind of anxieties youth have shown on the issue of unemployment in this election, I think this election would be slightly different compared to the past election only on this issue, that unemployment has become a much bigger issue in this election. And since this is a much bigger issue in this election amongst the youth, amongst the educated youth, there may be some departure compared to the past voting pattern, and these youth might get mobilized on the issue, not on the caste line, more compared to the past. I am not saying that every single youth will vote on the issue of employment and they will, forget about their caste identities. They still would vote, some of them still would vote on the caste identities, but there would be some departure. I think this is what is going to happen in these
Now, Abhishek Jha, if that were to happen, and given the fact that we're in the middle of a pandemic, a migrant crisis with at least 30 lakh migrants coming back to the state of Bihar, most of the young people who are now largely unemployed, and the existing unemployment amongst the youth in Bihar, that potentially could explain the pressure that Nitish Kumar is having to face in his rallies and explain कि नीतीश को गुस्सा क्यों आता है. Abhishek Jha.
No, it's not like that. And people from different states
to Bihar in the beginning only, Nitish Kumar said that we are going to set up so many other projects also, and people will get employment under so many other programs. Many of them got work under the Rega policy program, and some of them got work under different programs, Jivika Samu program. And I can make sure I have that data also. But the most important thing here is that whatever Mr. Nitish Kumar has done, or the government has done during this pandemic, is quite visible to them now. Earlier, this opposition
always raised the question that the test number in Bihar is so less, so low. But after some months only, the test number in Bihar went up to even 1.9 lakhs to 2 lakhs also per day. And Bihar has the most appropriate recovery rate in the entire nation. It is more than 94%.
Okay, I'm not on recovery rates and COVID at this moment, Abhishek. I was talking about the issue of employment and the fact that many youth in the state of Bihar are unhappy with your government's inability to provide jobs. And Aparajita Sarangi, Abhishek tried to shift the question to COVID, which is not what the question was about, but this is the one topic which is coming to bite the BJP JDU.
So I explained this. Let me speak now.
Okay, go on, Abhishek.
When it comes to unemployment, we believe that actions speak better than words. We have given jobs to more than 6 lakh people in the last 15 years, and the people who are making fake promises to the youth they are just saying that they are going to give jobs to 10 lakh people by the first signature in the first cabinet meeting. They have just given jobs to 95,000 people only. We are trying our level best, and the government is trying our level best to set up industries. We have signed MOU with so many companies, and many of the companies are entering Bihar. We have set up so many industries in Bihar, as you can see the example of cement industry or cycle industry, or you can see the example of food processing industries. Bihar is rich in all these
aspects. So you're making those claims, but the problem is, Aparajita Sarangi, that young voters in Bihar say they want jobs. They are clearly visibly unhappy with the government's inability to provide them jobs. Aparajita.
See, we would definitely not defend. We would definitely not defend the indefensible. Unemployment among youth is definitely a concern in Bihar, but at the same time, I would say unemployment is a concern in other states too. While saying this, I will definitely like to mention, with all the conviction at my command, that unemployment among youth is not going to be the deciding factor in the elections this time. It may be one of the issues, But ultimately, the people of Bihar are very intelligent. They would be looking at the development that has taken place by JDU in association with the Prime Minister and his team. This is one part. Number two, I would like to mention here that the average growth rate when Lalu Yadav was in chair was 3.16% in Bihar, and currently it is 11.20%.